So I've been getting cussed out about not updating this channel, and I am so sorry. Man, it's hectic when you're just, I don't know, not in the mood to do anything. So okay, so as you guys know, I found out I was pregnant like March, somewhere in March, and then I ended up going to the hospital because I had some pain, and it ended up being a UTI, which I don't mind telling y'all that. I mean, because every time I'm pregnant I end up getting a UTI, but then after I'm pregnant I never see one. So they ended up finding that out, and then that's when I found out that I had twins. So that was a shock. But what's funny is everybody was jinxing me, like, you know, what if it's twins? And even the nurse, when I first went to my OB registration, they were like, what if it's twins? And I was just like, oh, you know, twins. It's funny. Twins. One thing about the twins, my husband has two sets of twins. Yeah, one on his father's side, one on his mother's side. But the thing about it is, what I think caused my twins is the fact that I'm over the age of 30. So when you have children over the age of 30, you have a more likely chance to ovulate crazily. This is what I looked up because I didn't know how I got pregnant with twins. And so you release 2 eggs instead of 1. But I don't even understand how that happened, because I haven't had a regular cycle ever. And then after I had Persia, I think I only had 1 cycle. So I don't even understand how I keep getting pregnant without a cycle. So I think that we were not as cautious towards the end of the year. We were very cautious at the beginning of the year. Then towards the end of the year, we was like, oh, we haven't had a baby in a year. We okay. I don't think I'll ever have another kid. That Persia was just like, you know, I don't want to say a miracle because I wasn't trying, but a miracle because it had been 14 years. So it was weird. And I was like, that just, you know, happenstance. And yeah, here we are again. Goes to show you what happens is, with Persia in January, I started losing weight. And that's what I came here to Florida to do. And then I guess that weight loss triggered me to get pregnant. You know what I mean? And then, so then after having her, I said, okay, the new year, January, this last January, I said, it's been a year. I'm getting ready to get back in shape. And, you know, Persia's 1. So I lost 20 pounds. Pregnant again. I'm like, oh my God. So, and a lot of people are like, well, you know, you guys must be having a lot of fun to keep getting pregnant. You know, but the truth of the matter is that last January when we moved here, my mother and her friends was here, and it had been months. So when intercourse finally happened on a humbug, when we got some time, I ended up pregnant. I guess it's, you know, holding out that long. And then the same thing happened here. We didn't have any time. We went like 6-7 months. Yeah, that's a long time. And then boom, I'm pregnant again. So it's not about having a whole bunch of fun. It was just that when it was finally the opportunity, it had been so long, you know, bam. So yeah, so this pregnancy so far has been going horrible, because since, not horrible, it's getting way better, but since January, right after I lost all the weight, I started picking the weight up, and I just couldn't figure out why. So the end of January, I picked up like 10 pounds. February, I picked up like 20 pounds. And by March, I had picked up 33 pounds. 33 to 35 pounds. And I just couldn't understand what it was. And then, you know, I made that video of me saying, like, we all need to get on a scale. We need to see what's going on. And little did I know I was pregnant. And 2 days after that, I found out I was pregnant. Because I kept feeling, I had this fatigue wash over me one day. And I said, this is not right. So I took a test at home, pregnant. And I was like, oh my God. you know. So yeah, that's why I had gained so much weight. So now that I know that, I have been working towards losing it. So I've been losing about 6 pounds, and it's not good to try to lose weight while you're pregnant, but I can't see myself going to be that big trying to deliver twins. So I'm going to try to lose 30 pounds. Same way I did with Persia. With her, when I was pregnant with her, I lost 33 pounds. So hopefully I'll lose another 30. After this, not even after this, we are not waiting. When I hit 6 months, Jamal is going to have his vasectomy. I'm not having anything done, and he said he did not want me to have anything else done, like to have my tubes tied or nothing like that, because it's too much strain on me, and then I'll have to go through that whole hormone thing, you know, from all of that, and I just don't want to do that. So he offered to have snip snip. So that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna go the vasectomy route, which is free here in Florida. So in this part of Florida, they have a free program. Not even a program. You just, if it's money and the doctor's till, he does it for free. So we have that paperwork. Yay. Because now I went from having one kid that's gonna be 16 to 4. Okay? Within 2 years. So yeah, so needless to say, we have to leave our little humble abode, which I'm kind of happy because it's kind of small in here. I'm ready to get something bigger. For the money we pay, we can have something way bigger. I'm not worried about like the water view and the boat view and all that anymore, because quite frankly, I just want something where the kids can go outside and play. So that's really what I'm looking for. What else has been going on? Prenatal care has been horrible this time. I go to these people because number one, they handled my first pregnancy. Number two, they're right down the street, and I have to see a fetal specialist. I'm high risk because of twins. Like, I wasn't high risk at first when they were seeing me and everything was smooth, and then it's like when they found out I was having twins, everything went out the door. So I have to drive to Sarasota now to see a fetal specialist because I'm high risk. So I have to deliver in the OR. I have to have a automatic epidural just to make sure I don't have to have surgery or, you know, C-section. So I'm not looking forward to that because I have all regular vaginal births, but it's okay. Anyways, when I found out at the hospital that I was pregnant with twins, I texted my mother first. She was like out of breath, like, what? And I texted my grandmother. She was just like, this is crazy. Like, really? Like, where did they even come from? And they were so happy. And then I texted Jamal. I was gonna wait till I got home to tell him, but I couldn't. I was just too geeked. And I was like, I got something crazy to tell you. He was like, what? And that's when I was like, he was like, you having twins. He knew because we had just was laughing about it before I left. And yeah, so yeah, how he reacted, Mimi, who was on the other side, told me that he was screaming like, no, not twins. So yeah, he was like freaking out, but he's happy about it now. Yeah, so I'll be having like a full house. Like, I don't know. And then I homeschool the children. So I have to homeschool 4 kids. So I really want like a 4-bedroom so that I can turn one of the bedrooms into a classroom. That's my hopes. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I do have a ultrasound picture. Just see. Kind of hard for me to bend down, especially lately because my hip, every time I'm pregnant, my hip goes out. My hip and butt on the left side goes out, and I have to limp, and it hurts. Look. So you guys already know about my belly book, and I've been filling it out. But when I come with my weekly updates, like yesterday I turned 14 weeks, so I'll come with my 15-week update, and then I'll give y'all like, you know, cravings and things like that. And yes, I'm out of breath because I'm fat and pregnant. Okay, trying to show y'all this ultrasound pic. So you probably seen it on, you can't see that, yeah, you won't be able to see that. But I went to my doctor's office and I was going there and I was like, yeah, I'm about to complain. I'm about to be like, y'all ain't doing nothing for me. I haven't had a proper ultrasound. The hospital is the one that gave me my due date, which is October 15th. And I was just like, I'm getting ready to go off on this man. And as soon as he walked in, he was like, you're in the wrong room. So he took me down to the ultrasound room and he gave me ultrasound right in there. He didn't say anything. So I got to see the twins for a brief second, and they got like an old school ultrasound machine, old school. So we just looked and that was it. I bought a fetal Doppler. I haven't been able to pick up their heartbeats at home on it. I haven't heard their heartbeats at home, but I heard it at the